wonderful speech. Yeah. Again, welcome Biafrans and friends of Biafrans to this weekly fundraising. This is what we do every weekend to ensure that we raise the humanitarian resources to assist the Biafran people to save their lives from the terrorist state of Nigeria, whose task on a daily basis is to continue to eliminate innocent Biafrans and other indigenous Nigerians. This elimination is being done by the policies and programs and projects of the Nigerian state, not just to Islamize the whole Nigeria, but also to stop the freedom of the Biafra people. The freedom which we declared on November 29th in Bali, Finland. The Nigerian state is fighting it every second with his politicians. Peter Obi and Tinubu and the Nigerian politicians are fighting this freedom which the Biafra people has gotten on November 29th, 2024 in Latin Finland. They are using different avenues including using the political parties that belong to the Nigeria state and the Nigerian politicians. These political parties have been declared as a terrorist organization by a Canadian court. A well-constituted court in Canada has declared Nigerian political parties as a terrorist organization. Those parties include the PDP, the APC, and those politicians have been in those parties at one point in time or the other, including Peter Obi. He was a member of one of those parties at one point. They have been declared as a terrorist organization. Because of that, we are not going to allow them to operate in any area of the 40 state of the United States of Biafra declared. I want to use this opportunity to thank all the cabinet members that are working behind the scene every day to ensure that that freedom which we got on November 29th is not tampered with by any individual, any organization, or any country in the world. I want to thank the 40 state governors of the United States of Biafra in the de facto homeland that are working daily with their commissioners to ensure that our country is rebuilt again from the terrorist state of Nigeria that have devastated our people, milk, all our natural resources, ship it abroad to their globalist friends, which they use to better the life of their people, and which some of them use to sponsor terrorism and import reintegrated terrorists into Nigeria, send them to Biafra territory to continue to kill our people. So in other words, our oil, which comes from Biafra territory, is being used by Nigeria government and Nigerian politicians to import the terrorists that are killing our people. That is not going to happen anymore. We're not going to allow that to happen. I also want to thank the foreign liaison heads in all the different parts of the world, the heads of the missions, the administrators in different countries. I also want to thank all the stakeholders and our Envision Elite Squad, the defense of the United States of Biafra government. The Envisioned Elite Squad are there to protect Biafra people as we speak. They are the only security allowed, approved by 80 million Biafrans to protect them. Nothing else is allowed. the world have witnessed how the Nigerian state using their police, their army, which are basically recruited, reintegrated terrorists, use them to murder innocent Biafrans and indigenous Nigerians on a daily basis. All of us witnessed how Tinubu instructed the guy that murdered, that shot openly the young man in Delta State, whose arms were tied behind him. How Christopher Musa and Nigerian President Tinubu and the legitimized governor in Delta ordered for the guy to be openly executed. No trial, no court proceeding, no charge. Nothing leveled against that poor boy who was sitting down there begging for his life to be spared by the Nigerian state. Yet, Tinubu killed him. He murdered him. Using the special task force, which he and Christopher Musa and the Nigerian politicians established with a common task. And what is their task? To kill. To kill anyone from the Biafra territory. It is an agenda used by the Fulani terrorists, which is the depopulation. They depopulate us, they depopulate Biafrans by killing them without even charging them for any crime, nothing. Tinubu told them, just kill them as long as they are from the Biafra territory and they are talking about their freedom, and you suspect that they are Biafrans, just murder them, shoot them, nothing will happen. That is exactly what happened to that innocent boy that was murdered by the Nigerian state a few days ago. Public execution in 2026. And these are politicians that some countries' leaders are taking pictures with any country leader in the world that allow himself or herself to stand on the same platform with any Nigerian politician or leader. You are bringing disgrace to your people and you are promoting terrorism. And again, I thank some of the world leaders that are already declining requests by the Nigerian state to come to their country or to meet with them in any platform. The massacre and killing of thousands of indigenous Nigerians by the Nigerian state is unstoppable. The world has seen no one can stop those killings. Nobody. Riley Moore was in Nigeria and he witnessed firsthand the killing of Christians in Nigeria. He made his initial recommendation to the United States legislators and president, thinking that anything can change. But those of us that have been there for long knows the only thing that will stop the murder, the mass murder of Christians in Nigeria is an absolute and outright dissolution of that entity called Nigeria and their politicians. Their politicians are struggling every day to stay in power. They do this by moving across, trying to bribe even legislators in different parts of the world. And this is what Nigeria has been doing all over the years, bribing people with the money from the crude oil that comes from Biafra territory to stop Biafra freedom. Not anymore. If you are part of anyone that takes a dime from the Nigerian state, know you that you are contributing to terrorism and murder of Christians in that part of the world. You must stop. You must reject anything Nigeria, because Nigeria is already on the trajectory of collapse. Do not, by your actions, by your word, resuscitate the killing of innocent Christians and innocent Biafrans. Apart from that killing, another killing happened. Many. Again, when people say, or when the Nigeria state, Tinubu tells you, oh, they are going to prosecute the guy that killed that innocent unarmed guy whose hands were tied to the back. Do not be deceived. Do not take that. It is not the guy that pulled that trigger. That killing happens on a daily basis by Tinubu and Christopher Musa and the legitimized governors, Charles Soludo, Obruzadima, Oti, back, all of them. Fubara, that's all they do. They have a standing instruction from the Nigerian state to kill anyone that presents as Biafran, because they do not want our freedom to be successful. So Tinubu and Christopher Musa and the legitimized governors right now are fighting us. They are fighting me. They are fighting the Biafra people. They are fighting the freedom which we got. That is why they are killing. They are killing innocent Biafrans. Just kill them anyhow, committing crimes against humanity, publicly and privately. And I want you to know that killing that happened openly, that open execution, is happening by the second. Within that time, that guy was killed, and now I can assure you, on my record, on my table, Tinubu and Christopher Musa has murdered over 50 innocent Biafrans for not committing any crime. Some of them, they do it privately, but I got a report from the family members. This cannot continue. Anyone that thinks Nigeria can continue, that person is evil, must be evil. Apart from the designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern by the United States of America, Nigeria has also been designated as the deadliest country in the world for Christians to live. Deadliest country in the world for Christians to live. Biafrans are Christians. Nothing will make Biafrans to exist with a deadly country. Nigeria has also been, by research, shown to be committing Christian genocide. Thousands of innocent Christians are murdered every day. That was one of the reasons why I've stepped up to run for the Georgia Senate, District 44, to ensure that people have the right to worship, to be a Christian in the comfort of their homes, without having the terrorists being sent to massacre and murder them. Thousands of young, innocent girls are murdered every day by the Nigerian state. Young children, infants, kids, young men and women are taken from their sleep. The other day, we saw the pastor whose the wife, the man, the two kids were murdered, taken away in the dead of the night by the Nigerian state and murdered. Thousands of innocent Biafrans are taken away in the middle of the night by the Nigerian state and murdered just because they are Christians. some of the evil men that are being used by the Nigerian state to commit this kidnap, this murder, they've openly come out to testify how they are supported by the Nigerian state and the legitimized governors to kidnap, to arrest, to kill, to forcefully remove innocent individuals that have not committed any crime. The guy called Chibuze Wato, Ike Gurago, has publicly confessed that the Nigerian state instructed him and his group of militia to kidnap one innocent lady that works at Tommy Mill. It is in the public domain. Charles Saludo, Christopher Musa, Tinubu, Oti Mba, Hobu Zadimba, Dito B, they were all part of this plot to forcefully remove that innocent woman. The families of that woman, they are still looking for that woman. And I tell these people, if anything happens to that woman, the United States of Biafra government will use everything legally within our means to exert a commensurate action to any element of the Nigerian state in the 40 state of Biafra. We've also witnessed 2 days ago the killing of an innocent young man called Akili by Tinubu and Christopher Musa. I believe the wife, Oluremi Tinubu, is also fully aware of these killings and forceful removals. She has not said anything about that. She's fully aware of that. But she's supporting the husband to continue to remain in power, to milk the oil that comes from Biafra territory, to ensure that the United States of Biafra people does not protect their freedom. That's why she's quiet. That's why she cannot talk. But she traveled to civilized countries in the world and tried to be part of the picture taking, but denies the atrocities that the husband and the Nigerian politicians are committing every day. But thank God, the world leaders have now realized that the Nigerian politicians and their leaders are terrorists. And yesterday, thank God, we saw the United States of America have to cut the aids to the Nigerian state by 50%. That is one step ahead. The cutting of those aids is absolutely important. More will be coming. Those aids are being used by the Nigerian state to acquire more AK-47, which they use to eliminate indigenous Nigerians and indigenous Biafrans. They don't use it to safeguard the people. They don't use it to protect the people. When the reintegrated terrorists that the Nigerian government brings into the country are killing people, burning their homes in the middle of the night, killing children, when those families, when those indigenous Nigeria calls for help, Nigeria police, all these special task force, you don't see them. They don't go there. No, they don't. Currently, Nigeria has a standing policy to integrate non-terrorists into the country, recruits them into the military and the police, send them to different communities that do not want to cohabit with those reintegrated terrorists, give them a standing instruction to eliminate, to kill any indigene that questions that move. That's why you're seeing all these killings they are doing both publicly and privately. And I want to let you know, they are also killing privately. So apart from the public execution that was carried out a few days ago, Nigeria state continues to, by the second, eliminate and murder innocent Biafrans and indigenous Nigerians. That must stop. So we want to thank the President of the United States of America and all those that are monitoring, all those that are seeing our reports, all those that are filing the necessary report to ensure that that enclave called Nigeria is fully collapsed with their politicians. That is the only time people will start to live. That is the only time people will start to rebuild their lives. The existence of anything called Nigeria every second equates the loss of at least 1,000 lives by the minute. So the sooner that enclave is brought to a closure, the better. The world would be a better place. For the United States of Biafra people, we already declared our independence on November 29, 2024 in Latin Finland. We have all the structures both at home and abroad to protect our land from these terrorists that are brought in by Christopher Musa, Nigeria President Tinubu, and the Nigerian politicians like P2B and Co. We have the structures. We call on our allies to quickly recognize the United States of Biafra and give us the support we need to stop this terrorism, to stop these killings. We seek just the recognition and the resources. We're not asking for anything. My task is to ensure that the United States of America military stays to defend America, while the Biafra people stays and defend Biafra land. We have the boots on ground. The recognition and the resources will help us curb the terrorism of the Nigeria state and maintain stability in that part of the world. The stability is not just for Biafra people, it's also for the American government. Because Nigeria is a breeding ground for terrorists. Almost about 21 terrorist organizations now have a safe haven in Nigeria. Almost 21 from the last record we have. And every second they are plotting how to attack the United States of America. The recognition of the United States of Biafra will help us to ensure that protection is maintained and people will live. I want to call on all Biafrans, all these enemies of the Biafra people must leave Biafra land. We have launched the Operation Nigeria Must Go. Anyone working for Nigeria at this point in Biafra territory, we advise you to leave the United States of Biafra. Nigeria is currently forcefully occupying a sovereign nation, killing their indigenes by the second. The Biafra people have their trust in the United States of Biafra cabinet, who is the only one that the Biafra people have authorized to protect them through the United States of Biafra envisioned elite squad. No other security apparatus is allowed in Biafra territory. So we thank the United States of America for cutting those aids, because those money in the hand of Nigerian politicians are being used to promote terrorism in one way or the other. Those aids never even get to the hands of anyone or those that are really meant for that. Giving aids to the Nigeria state promotes terrorism, because the terrorists are reintegrated by the Nigerian government. They take over the homes of indigenous Nigerians. These indigenous Nigerians are forced into IDP camps. In the IDP camps, Tinubu, Christopher Musa will be begging foreign countries to give them money for the IDP camps. Those money that is given to them goes back into buying more arms and ammunition, which those reintegrated terrorists take. We see pictures where the reintegrated terrorists, they hijack equipment, AK-47, they hijack military trucks, and they cut away all the equipment there. So any country now that is promoting Nigeria, giving them money for arms, you are promoting terrorism. Because those arms eventually get into the hand of the terrorists. So you are sponsoring the killing and attack of your own people. Any money that comes from America into Nigeria now, that money is being used to attack America because the terrorists have taken over almost all the northern parts of Nigeria. So when you give the aids to Nigeria in any form, those aids will go into those terrorists that are reintegrated by the Nigerian state. And guess what? They are the ones that are shouting death to America. So how can you give, even the 50% that is left should be cut off immediately, because that money goes into the hand of the terrorists. Tinubu and his co, they have no control over those terrorists. What they have control is to send those terrorists to Biafra territory to stop the freedom of our people and to stop those who are questioning the reintegration of terrorists. That's the only place they have the power. But as far as the aids, they use those NGOs, they take those money, say, oh, they are sponsoring for AIDS, HIV, and all that. Those are crap. That money don't go there. There's no standard medical center in Nigeria. There's no standard, there's no pipe-borne water in Nigeria. Tinubu does not have pipe-borne water in any hole in the whole Nigeria. So why is any country sending any money in any form of non-governmental to Nigeria? The money is not being used for anything except to arm the terrorists that will come back and attack you. Ask yourself, where the money you are sending to Nigeria, where does the money go? Poverty-stricken country, Nigeria, the poverty level in that country is so low. So when you have like United Nations, some of these countries that say they're sending money, NGO money to Nigeria, no, that money does not go to the poverty-stricken Nigeria indigenous. No. It goes into the hand of the politicians that support the reintegration of terrorists. They think the terrorists are going to come to protect them. But eventually, they realize they cannot control the terrorists because the terrorists are now going to turn around to remove the indigenous Nigerians. Because now, they found a safe haven in Nigeria. Those terrorists are not going to go anywhere. Nigeria now has become home for the terrorists. Especially when the United Nations Secretary General and the deputy, the lady that is there, is supporting the Fulani terrorists. So they go nowhere. They are not going anywhere. Nigeria is gone. Only the absolute dissolution will save lives. So that people, indigenous Nigeria in their different regions, can start rebuilding their homes. They will know who are the terrorists, and they will have the resources and the capacity to remove the terrorists from their homes. Anyone promoting one Nigeria, you are a terrorist. I'm telling you, there are no two ways about that. So no country in the world can continue to give resources to a country that cannot provide basic pipe-borne water to its citizens. Nigeria is over 60 years. The funding that Nigeria has been receiving from countries like America, maybe Europe, and some countries for the past 30, 40 years has been going towards terrorists. So any penny spent in Nigeria goes into terrorism. Forget the propaganda, forget the lobbying that because they know how to manipulate and bribe their ways into different places. The money you are giving to Tinubu and the Nigerian state is going into terrorism sponsor. Use that money to Americans that need it. There are a lot of homeless people in America that need shelter. There are a lot of programs to support the American veterans. They support the American military. They need that money. Not the terrorist state of Nigeria. Nigeria has been declared as a terrorist organization. Their political party has been declared as a terrorist organization by a Canadian court. So again, we thank the United States of America for calling those aid. We also call on all other countries in the world that are giving a dime to Nigerian government. You must stop that. These are a country that its leadership and politicians, they back thousands of dollars and pounds abroad, and you're giving them money. The money that Nigerian politicians, they steal from the oil is enough to build over 10 countries like Nigeria successfully, with cutting-edge hospitals, with pipe-borne water, with cutting-edge educational system. Almost all the schools in northern part of Nigeria is shut down, is closed down, because the terrorists have taken over. They go to schools and kidnap children in schools, take them inside the bushes. Many of them never returns. Many young girls, undergraduates that are taken by this terror, they become pregnant inside the bush. Some of them have 2-3 kids inside the bush. Very poor conditions. Their families never see them again. Why are you putting money to a terrorist state that lies to you that they are using the money for one project or one program or the other? No, they're not using it for anything. You're putting your money into the hand of terrorists, and you need to stop. You must push for the dissolution of Nigeria. Only that will save lives. Any party, any individual promoting one Nigeria or putting money into any program in Nigeria, you are promoting terrorism. Again, like I said, I thank our President Trump for cutting that fund to the central government of Nigeria, 50%. We, the Biafran people, and all of us are freedom, and all the people that wants to make the world a better place, expect 100% cut to any fund to the Nigerian state, because the money goes into the hand of terrorists. Again, the United States of Biafra was declared on November 29, 2024 in Latin Finland. We are protecting that freedom. 80 million Biafrans are today protecting that freedom. About 1% or less than 1% are working with the Nigerian terrorist government to fight this freedom. And Biafrans are already ready fighting those people. We already know our enemies. The Nigerian state has been peacefully notified to leave the foreign state of Biafra. I am open for discussion. The Foreign Affairs Department of the United States of Biafra government has written to the Nigerian state, has written to the legitimized governors to leave, peacefully leave Biafra territory. We expect them to do that. That will be the right thing to do. If they don't, we will make sure they leave our country. We will protect our people and our land from the terrorist government of Nigeria. Again, our Memorial Day is coming up on May 30th. We are sending a line of wonderful speakers for the event. I encourage everyone listening to me, if you have not picked up your ticket, pick up your ticket for the event from Eventbrite, and also pick up your ticket, block your hotel from the Churchill Hotel, which they've sent out the flyer with the QR code and the link to reserve your hotel accommodation for the May 30th event. It is a memorable day for the commemoration of our heroes and heroines that lost their lives trying to defend our land. We are doing a brochure for that Memorial Day, the first ever brochure from the United States of Biafra government. please ensure that you take a page in that brochure. These brochures will be delivered to our incarcerated leader, Onyedu Nnamdi Kanu, and our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, whom the Nigerian government colluded with countries, the head of countries of these two places, to take away our leader, Onyedu Nnamdi Kanu, who was kidnapped from Kenya, even though the Kenya government has openly come out through a court ruling and told Nigeria to leave Onyedu Nnamdi Kanu, let him go and pay him compensation. But Nigeria state has refused. The refusal of the Nigeria state to let our leader Onyedu Nnamdi Kanu go shows this killing that the Nigeria police is doing to innocent Biafrans is not out of place. The clampdown order given by Tinubu and Christopher Musa and the delegitimized governors to take away, to forcefully remove, to kill anything, anyone, Biafra, is an order from above. That is why you see that guy that was killed and the one that they killed yesterday, Ike Burago and their group, the one they killed and the one they continue to kill is an order from the Nigeria state. But we, Biafrans, are we stop you from those killings. The 80 million Biafrans will stop these killings and this forceful removal of innocent Biafrans by the Nigerian state and their agents. It must stop. We will stop you when no one could. Nigeria plotted with Finland to take away our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. That which Simon Ekpa was talking about, it is the same thing that most world disciplined leaders have said. The same thing the Prime Minister was saying. But again, Nigeria colluding with Finland to take away our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, has also collaborated the killing of that innocent young guy. That was a clear order given to them by Tinubu and Christopher Musa. Anyone that is a Biafran, kill them, forcefully take them away, so that they will not talk about the United States of Biafra government, so that they will not talk about their new nation. That is all, nothing more. That was why they took away our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, colluding with Finland. But I expect Finland to be able to leave our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, alone. He has not committed any crime. Finland cannot say that they got their evidence from Nigeria police, a police that has been declared as a terrorist organization by a Canadian court. On what basis will any court try any Biafran using evidence from any Nigerian police? These same Nigerian police that shot that innocent young guy whose hands were tied to the back. What evidence can you as a country or a court obtain and certify from that same Nigeria police that committed those kind of crimes and lie against those people? No evidence can stand from anything Nigeria or any Nigeria police. No. Unless you are not following. So I call on Finland to leave our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa. Let him go. Let him go. He is trying to stop the terrorism of the Nigerian state. And Nigeria state bribed Finland to take our Prime Minister away. Finland now put the economic gain, which is the bribery, which they got from the Nigerian state, over the human right, which Simon Ekpa was protecting. Finland now put the economic gain above the lives of thousands of indigenous Nigerians and indigenous Biafrans that are being murdered every day by the Nigerian state. The United States of Biafra people will never allow this criminality to continue. Again, I heard about 5 people were killed just yesterday by Charles Soludo militia. Innocent Biafrans that were running away from the terrorists that are acting as militia for Charles Soludo, the delegitimized governor in the old Anambra state. So innocent Biafrans that were running away from the market were killed by Okada, including a little child. Because the Nigerian state hired these reintegrated terrorists that murder people by the second. So innocent Biafrans were running away from these militia security apparatus instituted by Tinubu and Charles Soludo, and in the process of that, 5 innocent Biafrans were killed for not committing any crime, just for being in an entity where the terrorist state of Nigeria is in charge. Nigeria is currently forcefully occupying a foreign sovereign land, and we've notified them to leave. They cannot continue to forcefully occupy our land, forcefully kill innocent Biafrans, forcefully remove innocent Christians, and think that we are going to keep quiet. That will never happen. The Operation Nigeria Must Go has been launched. Nothing Nigeria is welcome at this time in the 40 state of Biafra. Our recognition by the OEAS, Organization of Emerging African States, we thank them. I know it happened earlier, but again, we have to also reiterate that. I also want Biafrans to know those countries that recognize the Republic of Biafra between 1967 and 1970 are still giving us their support as we speak. Again, we are able to, in the process of making sure that the indigenous people of Biafra, which our Onyedunamdi Kanu established, was not hijacked by the Nigeria state. We opened a WhatsApp platform for all the indigenous people of Biafra that we are following Onyedunamdi Kanu. And again, I'm very, very excited with the turnout on that WhatsApp in less than 24 hours or even 12. We have almost 500 people, indigenous people of Biafra, that are signed up into that WhatsApp. That's a very good one. I think everyone that is there is mostly going to be an interactive place for us to ensure that the terrorist state of Nigeria does not take over our land, and we remove them from our land. The restoration and protection of Biafra land is not just a task of Onyedunamdi Kanu or Prime Minister Simon Ekpa or myself, Dr.Orabueze. It is a task of the 80 million Biafrans to ensure that that which we have rejected, they leave our land. So I know they're scheduling the first meeting for this group on Monday, and I'm very, very excited, and I'm looking forward to that. The Nigeria state continue to misinform the world. Recently, Tinubu has appointed Bianca Ojukwu as the Secretary of Foreign Affairs of Nigeria. And again, this individual, Bianca Ojukwu, has no representation, has no part, does not play any role in the United States of Biafra as a people. Anyone, any country, any individual, any organization communicating with this woman, Bianca Ojukwu, on behalf of Biafra, you are deceiving yourself. You're making a very big mistake. Bianca Ojukwu does not in any shape or form represent the 80 million Biafrans under the leadership of Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu and the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. So no one, no country, no individual should discuss anything about the new nation of Biafra with Bianca Ojukwu. I know that was why Tinubu appointed her to that position, but I tell you, Bianca Ojukwu was part of the contribution of the Finland government to take away Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, who stood to stop the terrorists in Nigeria. This Bianca Ojukwu was part of the plot to take away the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. So she cannot in any way, does not in any form represent the Biafra people. The only representation of the 80 million Biafrans at this time is my humble self, Dr. Orabueze. The United States of Biafra cabinets, the 40 state governors in Biafra territory, their commissioners, the different heads of missions in different parts of the world, and the stakeholders in Biafra territory and abroad, and the envisioned United States of Biafra and its squad. Only this group of individuals are the true representative of the 80 million Biafrans at this time. Any discussion should be able to involve them. Anything outside this is fraudulent, so do not be deceived. Bianca Ojukwu represents the terrorist state of Nigeria. Any politician in Nigeria represents the terrorist state of Nigeria. No single good will come out from them. So anyone talking to her about anything, you're just wasting your time. She will just bribe you with the money they steal from the Biafra territory, from our oil. And at the end of the day, the Christian genocide can never stop. She does not have the power to do anything. So for those of you that they may be deceiving that because Odumegwu Ojukwu was the husband of Biafra and led Biafra between 1967 and 1970, if they are bringing that narrative to you, just know that it's dead on arrival. She has no capacity. She's fighting the Biafra that the husband established. She was part of those that colluded with Finland government to take away, to kidnap our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. She has no basis, no ground to talk about Biafra. We are keeping records of all the thousands of indigenous Biafrans that are being forcefully removed or killed every day by the Nigerian state and the delegitimized governors. All the delegitimized governors in the southeast and southern part of Nigeria, old Nigeria, which is currently the Biafra territory, we have peacefully written to them to leave the 40 state of Biafra land. My expectation is that that will be the right thing to do because the 80 million Biafrans have spoken. These delegitimized governors are just less than 1%, but they are using the power of the gun, the AK-47, and the bullet to silence Biafrans. And like I said, they will also have equal commensurate action once they continue to remove and forcefully kill innocent Biafrans from the United States of Biafra government. Again, finally, I call on all the international bodies, including the FBI, the CIA, to institute cases against the Nigeria state and the delegitimized governors and those militia they are working with for committing crimes against humanity. The public execution of that innocent boy in Delta State, the thousands of innocent Biafrans that are missing, the forceful removal of innocent Biafrans in their quiet communities in Biafra land, the mass murder, the thousands of killings of Christians in several parts of Nigeria. I'm calling on them to start investigation of Nigerian politicians and their elements that are committing these crimes against humanity. think on that note, again, please continue to donate your funds. This is our weekly fundraising. We want to continue doing that, and we want to raise as much money as possible. Please continue to donate. Nigerian government is selling the oil, the crude oil from Biafran land, and using the money to buy thousands of AK-47 bullets that they are using to silence innocent Biafrans, just like the ones we saw they execute publicly. All their special squad, they gave them thousands and thousands of ammunitions with a clear instruction to continue to kill the Christians, to continue to kill Biafrans. We cannot fold our hands while the Nigerian state continue to forcefully remove and forcefully kill our people. We have to defend our people. We have to defend our land. So please continue to donate so that we continue to meet up to these expectations to make the lives of our people better for them. Thank you so much. Family, over to you. Family, you're muted. Are you muted?
Okay, thank you very much for that update. I'd just like to, this is a reminder or clarification. Up to this moment, some people are still not sure how to get their tickets or their hotel and other preparations that are necessary for the 30th declaration in Washington. If you intend to go or to attend, please, we already have information everywhere. I posted on all the forums and then on the forum of the attendees, all the forums, both in Telegram and in WhatsApp. I posted information on how to get your tickets, how to make your